I've paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. Had bad mistakes, I've made a few. I've had my share of sand kicked in my face, but I've come through. And we need to go on and on and on and on, 'cause I am the champion, my friends. I kept on fighting till the end. I am the champion. I'm in remission. No time for cancer, 'cause I'm in remission. Finally, I've taken my bows, my curtain calls. You've given me support and love and everything that goes with it. I thank you all. But it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I considered it a challenge before the whole human race that I'd never lose. Need to go on and on and on and on, 'cause I am the champion, my friends. And I kept on fighting till the end. I am the champion. I'm in remission. No time for cancer, 'cause I am the champion. Finally. Please excuse me for that. Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth 4 for the weekly update. If you can't tell from what I just said, last week I got another set of scans of PET and CT to go along with the post-surgery procedure, I guess, to see where exactly we stand. And technically, I'm not in remission, because the textbook definition of remission is that when you get a scan, it just shows negative. There's no activity. It doesn't work that way with the type of cancer I have. I have neuroblastoma. It just kind of sits there dead, but it still shows up even though it's dead or not multiplying anymore. But the doctor said we may as well call it remission because this is as close as it's going to get. So I'm calling it remission because he said I can. But yeah, 4 years. Four whole years. Because right now, 4 years ago, I was between getting the spinal surgery, which was removing the first tumor, so I'm counting that as my treatment, and the beginning of June, which was when I started getting chemo. So it's been 4 whole years. And I can finally say that I'm actually in remission. And we kind of knew that before since the surgery kind of removed everything that was left, but you need confirmations of these things, because especially with cancer, it's just like, a lot of the times it's just like, surprise! So yeah, I won. I did it. Got the EXP and everything leveled up, learned some new spells and things. It's great. I did it. So what's moving forward with my treatment, since I started off talking about this, what is in the future? So I have the next 3 months off. No chemos or surgeries. I only have to go to the doctor every month to get the port that I have in my chest flushed. The only thing that we're doing is I'm going to be starting a medication. It's a natural medication. I'm assuming I'm going to be starting it. We're working out some of the bugs with actually getting it, because it's not FDA approved yet. 90% of the things I've gotten have been like outside of the norm. I literally had a chapter written about me about this stupid disease, because everything every treatment that I've gotten had atypical results, whether for better or for worse. Usually for worse, but the better stuff outweighed the worse, as you can see. But so it's just going to be a daily medication. It's a maintenance medication, as they say, essentially to make sure that whatever is dead just stays dead, but it's not going to make me feel bad. It's not a chemo. It's not classified as a chemo. It's essentially a really, really high dose of vitamin A. Because the specific type of thing that they're giving me, it's in the vitamin A type family, and it's useful against some cancers in just keeping the cells from dividing, so that's cool. And I'm going to probably be on that for a while, but it's better than chemo. But in 3 months, we're just going to reevaluate and make sure everything is still dead. Meaning just get scans again. No other treatments. So, yeah, I got the summer. That's it. And now I have to get my life back together. And if those scans in 3 months show anything good, I'll have the port removed, so I won't be tethered to the hospital on a monthly basis anymore, which will be cool. Also, I won't have a thing under the skin of my chest. The reason why we're not getting that removed right away is just in case I need something. The purpose of this is to have easy access to blood flow for taking labs or any type of IV instead of having to stick my hands and arms, which I don't like. I still have dots on both of my hands, like there and there, from the 2 IVs I had on my hands after the surgery, which several days I had surgical IVs, which are larger than the regular ones that they stick in your hands. Luckily, I was asleep when they put them in, but yeah, that's causes scarring because those are big needles. But yeah, wow. As I said a couple months ago in the cancer retrospective video, what a long, strange trip it's been. And I don't want to go into a whole spiel right now about just everything, but suffice to say, we did it, guys. It's all possible because of viewers like you to steal from PBS. Speaking of that, Mr. Rogers is having a marathon on Twitch. It's something. But anyway, going back to the subject. Your support has carried me through this, your prayers and everything. I do believe that this was, whether you believe in God or not, I do. I do believe that this was a miracle from God, considering the condition I was in 4 years ago. It wasn't looking good. Sometimes I sugarcoated it for you guys just because it was more uncertainty than negative certainty. But it wasn't looking good back then. And it took a while for it to start looking good, as opposed to just looking eh. It wasn't until very recently, like last year, that we really started making a difference. So, yeah. And of all the things that happened, one of the good things we learned from the PET scan results, the last time I got a PET scan was right before the immunotherapy in February, after the radiation, before the immunotherapy. And if you recall the disastrous immunotherapy that I got one round of that, a week of that, and then I almost died, and I spent the next month trying to recover, and then the surgery. Apparently this scan is, everything is less pronounced. All the areas that were there were less pronounced since the immunotherapy. So at least it did something. I didn't think that it was actually going to have had any effect because we only had one round of it, and that's usually not what happens. But it seems to have at least done something, which almost makes it worth having gone through all that. But no, the big thing was really the surgery. And yeah, there was nothing in the adrenal gland that they removed. There was nothing that showed up on the scans there anymore. They just had taken all of the tumor out there. And something was pointed out to me, since I'm not very good at anatomy, the adrenal glands rest on the kidney. On the kidney. Normally, a lot of the times with neuroblastoma, because it starts off on the adrenal gland, it usually metastasizes into the kidney, and the patient loses it. That didn't happen with me. They were able to just swoop, take it out. It didn't even touch my kidney. So I still have 2 kidneys, and that was actually a possibility of the surgery, is that if they saw any tumor there, they were just going to take it out. I actually had to sign a waiver for that, so yeah. That didn't happen. It would not have been fun living with 1 kidney. You can, but it's not fun. Luckily, I've never had to get dialysis or anything like that, so yay. But yeah. I did it. I wish I could react more. I mean, I did a song at the beginning, but like, I don't know. On one hand, like, I've been slowly experiencing it myself through all this. It's really the people around me that have more reactions, because I'm used to not having a reaction, because 9 times out of 10 the decision gets reversed eventually with me, and then I have to get more treatment to things. That's how my life has been, but it looks like that this is actually it. But yeah, so that was my last week. Also last week, Kirby 64 started, to segue out of the health thing. But once again, thank you all very much for your support. And as I was saying when I sidetracked myself, the prayers and the good vibes and everything, it all helps. Whether it helped in a actual metaphysical or physical or spiritual way, or just with my state of mind, you did help. One way or another, you helped. I have a bit of a cold. I hope you don't catch it. I'll try not to sneeze on the camera. But yeah. So Kirby 64 started last week. I recorded 4 episodes so far. It's gonna be 2 episodes a week, like with most of my side Let's Plays. It's good. I'm having a lot of fun with it, which is good, because that game deserves it. It's one of the best. It's one of the best. I don't care what you people say. It's one of the best Kirby games out there. But you have to watch the Let's Play for my actual opinion. I'm not going to just spoil it here. Sorry. Golden Sun is going strong. I need to record more this week. But we have videos. I'm having a lot of fun with that too, which is great. Also having fun editing it, which is also good, because sometimes I feel my Let's Plays are a bit dry. Sometimes I don't know, I'm feeling particularly full of energy that day, and I put in cute little touches in the editing that I enjoy anyway. When people notice them, that's even better, but yeah. Let's see. So, this past week, Christy also sent stuff. This is for the stuff. Now we're moving on to the stuff. Christy sent things first. She sent my little brother Metagross GX from the new Guardian Rising pack, which is really cool. And because I've been talking about it so much, she sent me a full art Alima card. Look at that. Look at that beautiful card. This is like the best Pokemon card, best looking Pokemon card ever. Just look at that. Look at that. Look at him. Look at him. I had to break the news to my little brother that Alima's a boy. It was funny. Also, if you recall from last week, I was talking about Wacom bamboo tablet that my little brother was given that I've been practicing a whole bunch with. So last week, because when I got the Alima card, I was like, you know, the muse came upon me, and I decided to do a drawing. And this time, instead of, usually what I do is, in my sketchbook, I make a sketch, and I mean, I usually do pencil, but like previously with the Clara picture from last week, I made the sketch in pencil, and then on the tablet I redrew it. and then colored it. This time, I did it from scratch, from the tablet. So, yeah, there was no previous pencil drawing. I just did on my computer. The Clarisketch, I used Paint.net. This time I downloaded Autodesk Sketchbook because I used that on my Samsung tablet here. And it's a fantastic free program. So I used it on my computer. And I made a picture of Ilima. And then I colored it. And it came out like this. I know it looks kind of orangey because of the light balance, but yeah, let me turn the brightness up. That's not Ilima. It's on DeviantArt. That's where I'm showing you. But yeah, I'm insanely proud of this. So yeah, there was no prior pencil sketch. I did this all on the computer. If you want to look at my Twitter, there's pull it up over here, I guess. Just like progress and things like that. It's cool. I didn't think that my first foray into doing a project by from scratch on the computer would actually look that good. At least to me. People also have complimented me on it, so I think it actually does look good, objectively. So yeah. I mean, hey, Lonely Days said it looked good. But yeah, like to start off, come on, load. Anyway, okay, so yeah, so like that's the rough sketch before I start cleaning it up a little bit. This was let's see if I can. There we go. Yeah. This was just progress on it as I was going along. But yeah, I really like the fact that the coloring works, because when I did pictures on the tablet here, it has a different color set from real life. So like when I go on the tablet here and I make it look like it's supposed to, and then I put it on the computer, everyone is shaded wrong. I'm like, no, I just spent hours doing that. So being on the computer, I can see what it actually ends up looking like first. But yeah, I'm just really, really proud of how the two hands came out, because if you know me, you know that hands are the bane of my existence. Drawing hands are the bane of my existence. Also, I never had to mess around with his eyes. Like, I got that, if you saw, that was on the sketch. The eyes just came out like that, and yeah, I don't know why it doesn't want to load up the texture there, but yeah, and I got the shading and everything of the hair and the clothing and the pants and whatever. Don't really like how most of the pants came out, but the main thing is the hands and the head. I mean, that's what you see, right? You see the hand, in the forefront, and you see the hair and the face and stuff. So yeah, I'm really proud of that, and I'm gonna try to do more. I'm gonna try to do more coloring this week. Not coloring, drawing. I'm gonna try to do more this week. Not sure what yet. There was a ARMS and Splatoon 2 Direct last week, and they showed off a new character that everyone's going crazy over, Twintel, whose hair is the arms. So essentially, as it was said to me, it's essentially Bayonetta. Maybe I'll draw her. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna draw something this week, though. I'd like to draw at least one picture a week. Now that I'm going to have energy and things like that. It was kind of hard. My hands started really cramping up. I had to put ice on it afterward. So I worked for about 6 hours straight on that picture. But it was worth it. I'm really proud of it. I'm probably, in my vanity, I'm probably going to have it printed out on a color printer and put up on my wall of drawings and stuff. I really like it. I think it came out great, and I'm happy with it. And yeah, maybe I'll draw Reina. I haven't drawn Reina in a long time. From Fire Emblem Fates. Anyway, I'm not going to ramble on for much longer. This week, regular week, I'm going to try to do streams. A whole load of people are going to be at MomoCon. There's a convention this week the Runaway Guys and people are at. So that means that there's going to be less streams going on from big people. So maybe I'll try to stream something. I'm not sure what yet. But yeah. Thank you all very much for everything, for your support and everything. And here's to great things in the future. This has been Sephiroth 04 with a weekly update. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.